Alright, don't forget to find your partners and figure out what you're doing for the assignment, okay? The sooner you get it done, the sooner it's out of the way. Alright guys, see you next week.
Hark thou, your highness. Lessen thy haste for the lowly peasant, wouldst thou? Sorry about that. My brain is still recovering from the last 2 hours of Shakespeare reciting we've just endured. Just forget I said that, please. Moving on to why I'm voluntarily speaking to you in public, we need to discuss our study guide for class. Why our teacher decided to pair the 2 struggling students together is beyond me. My guess is he either has a twisted sense of humor and wants to watch us tremendously fail, or he just doesn't trust us to work with students that aren't on the verge of failing. I guess maybe he wants us to prove we're not some lazy slackers and we do actually care about our education, or something like that. Look, we both know neither of us can afford to get a low score on an assignment making up 40% of our grade, and we definitely can't afford to drag each other down. So, I suggest we get to work on this immediately. You never do anything after school, right? What? It was an innocent question. I mean, it's not a bad thing. At least you don't have to worry about cancelling any plans with friends or missing a practice or rehearsal. Come on, I haven't been bothering you, have I? At least, not on purpose. And I need your help. Why would I choose now of all times to resume picking on you? Touché. But I'm being serious here. We need a plan. I'm swamped with homework from other classes tonight, but if I get it done today, our assignment will have my full undivided attention by tomorrow. So, how about after your classes, you head over to my apartment and we can work from there? Good. Glad that's settled. I'll text you my address. Just make sure you bring your own textbook, because I don't have the patience for someone reading over my shoulder. With that, your highness, I bid thee farewell. About damn time you got here. What took you so... You brought donuts and coffee from that donut place we went to after the party like a month ago? You even brought me coffee too? This is some kind of prank, isn't it? You didn't tamper with it or add some kind of disgusting ingredient or... Oh? This is my usual. It even has the right amount of cream and sugar. But how did you even remember that? You told the worker you were coming to my place to study? No. I guess it's not a problem, since they did see you come in with me before. They probably recognized you because I'm usually alone when I go there. It's probably shocking to them to see me bring someone. Huh? Oh, right, yeah, come in. You remember to bring your textbook? Good. You can set it on the coffee table in the living room. Had I known you were going to be late, I wouldn't have gotten up early to clean the place up. Ah, yes, you got the jelly-filled ones. Those are the best. Hey! You were the one that decided to bring them here. If you didn't want me snooping on them, you should have waited until after the study session. Come on, you're not seriously going to eat all those donuts by yourself. Oh my god, of course you would. Okay. I forgive you for running late. What? Hey, my coffee! Fine. I'm sorry I got snappy at you. Will you humbly accept this lowly peasant's apology and spare that coffee's life, your highness? My humble thanks. I already offered my forgiveness and apology. Don't push it by making me stop calling you your highness. Especially when the look on your face is so amusing. Amusing. You always look so flustered when I call you that. It's too hilarious to give up. You can only ask so much of me, highness. Better to be ridiculous than petty like you. What motivated you to do this anyway? Seriously? Me buying you those donuts was a way for me to pay you back for not selling me out to the cops. You don't owe me anything. We're supposed to be even. I wanted you to share because I didn't realize you were still under the impression that we're in debt to each other. But now, because you've done this, I'm right back to being in debt to you. Let's just make this simple by me giving you the cash back. How much was it? Please, drop the charity act. Just hand me the receipt. We have a lot of work ahead of us, and I can't waste time on stupid arguments like this. Thank you. Okay, let me just check my wallet real quick. Can you turn to the pages in the textbook while I do that? It's just 5 minutes. I won't leave you to do our work. Okay? Alright, I have the full amount right here. You can count it yourself if you don't. What? Hey! You can't go 5 seconds without snooping through my stuff, can you? Whatever. Just take your damn money. You're lucky you brought donuts. I don't know. The drawing is next to notes for Hamlet, so I guess I was trying to draw Ophelia. I faintly recall the teacher droning on about the different theories for Ophelia's madness, and I guess I scribbled it out of boredom. Well, my drawings must be, since you're so obsessed with looking at them every chance you get. But, yeah. Even though there are different interpretations about what shattered Ophelia's sanity, the theories have the same root, which was a broken heart. Whether it was rejected by her lover killing her father, being used as a pawn in a game she has little to do with, I guess I wanted to make sure her facial expression overall emphasized her heartbreak. It's just some dumb old doodle no one else will see. Let's just start the study guide already. The year Shakespeare was born, 1564. Place of birth? Stratford-upon-Avon, UK. Right. Name of his wife? Easy, Anne Hathaway. Year of death. 16, 16. Huh? Wait, he died 1616? Oh, I mean, yeah. I knew that. Give me a break. I'll catch up once I have a few more sips of my coffee. What's the next section? Oh, Romeo and Juliet. Lovely. Who doesn't enjoy the timeless tale of two careless teenagers who get themselves and 4 other people killed? I don't know if I dislike it per se, but I definitely lean towards the interpretation that it's a satire of reckless infatuation and what happens when everyone lacks communication skills. I mean, the main leads get married after one night of knowing each other, and then Romeo kills Juliet's cousin in a fit of reckless vengeance. Then Juliet's father decides the best solution for his distressed daughter is to betroth her to some random noble, and threatens to disown her if she doesn't do it. It's not much of a wonder that Juliet decided faking her death was the best solution. Too bad Romeo didn't get the memo on time, and that created one of the most frustrating endings in history. If Romeo hadn't decided to drink their poison after killing Juliet's fiancé, wouldn't have killed him to wait a couple of seconds for Juliet to wake up, and they could have disappeared and lived happily ever after. I wouldn't say I've thought about this a lot, not beyond those stupid analysis questions the teacher made us answer after each scene. I guess I'm kind of familiar with Shakespeare. Back when I was in school, I took performing arts classes, mostly for theatre. Some of them had my class study Shakespeare. One of our productions was A Midsummer Night's Dream. Before you ask, I played Puck. If the reason you want to know if I starred in musicals is because you want to request me to sing, you're going to be disappointed. Nice try, Your Highness, but there's a few orders I won't do. Not even for you. And your punishment for pushing the subject is I'm not even going to tell you what musicals I did. This is definitely a plus side to living on my own. My mum isn't here to show you her dozens of videotapes of me performing, and I get to watch you go crazy with wonder. I ended up quitting performing arts altogether once I started university. It didn't really seem practical to do during university, especially since I'll likely never do anything with it afterwards. Besides, my grades are bad enough as it is without having any sort of life outside of classes these days. If I did sign up for the community theatre, they would probably end up being worse. What? What makes you think my parents made me quit theatre? Yeah. Things between us have gotten a bit rocky ever since they found out my grades have been slipping. My dad was more vocal about wanting me to drop theatre. He says I need to put more focus into finding a high-paying, long-term job. And with the fact that only 1 in a million have a successful career in performing arts, he's probably right. And speaking of focus, we have like 1 billion more of these questions, so let's keep working on them. I swear, that question better be in the finals, because if we had to answer that for nothing... How did Shakespeare link symbolism and mysticism in Macbeth? I have a better question. How does one playwright warrant the study guide of 140 questions? And more importantly, why is this only question 62? This is so fucking annoying. I'm gonna break something in a minute. God. I'm sorry. My brain's starting to fry from having to analyze every play and poem written by Shakespeare in one guide. Okay, links. Doesn't Macbeth see a ghost at some point? The ghost, I guess, symbolizes Macbeth's guilt for killing people or something. Another sign of madness? Something along those lines? I'm fine. As fine as someone doing a 140 question study guide can be. I don't need a break. I need this to be finished and us getting a good grade on it. I know it's not due until Friday, but with how much work my classes are piling on me, I need one less assignment to worry about. I stayed up late to finish my homework. Probably went to bed roughly 4:30 in the morning. Like I said, I got up early to clean the place up, so I probably slept for about 3 hours. Look, I got some sleep, and I drank the coffee you brought me. I'm fine. Oh, you want a break? Fine. You can relax for a bit. I'm going to try and get ahead. You can copy whatever I write afterwards. I just don't want to be slowed down, that's all. There's every reason to be stressing myself over this. This is 40% of my grade. 40%. Maybe you're not too worried about it, but when your parents are giving you until the end of the semester to improve your grades or be cut off from financial aid, every grade for every assignment in every class counts. If I can't pass university, I'm done for. My dad's too angry at me for putting myself in this situation to have any sympathy for whatever becomes of me if I fail. I'll be a disappointment in my mum's eyes for screwing up when she had such high expectations of me. My job barely pays enough for me to cover my rent and groceries, and my scholarship alone will only keep me afloat for so long. Most of my friends have forgotten about me, and have their own debts and studies to worry about. I'm venting this to someone who hates everything about me. I am fortune's fool. Well, you should. I've been horrible to you ever since the school year started. I said awful things and pulled some cruel pranks and mocked you for just being you. I don't have any excuse to justify doing that. Other than I'm a piece of shit. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for all of it. That doesn't make me deserve forgiveness, but you definitely deserve an apology. I don't blame you for being skeptical, but I'm being open right now. Truth is, when we hung out at the donut place after the party, I realized you're not as annoying as I thought. No, wait, hear me out, please. Talking to you when we were hiding, it felt like I could be myself. Not Mr. Hardworking son like with my parents, not Mr. Popular Cool Guy like with my friends. I was just plain old Aiden Silva Moreno. And that was a huge breath of fresh air. You enjoyed us hanging out too? I guess I hoped you did, with how you were smiling and laughing the entire time at the donut place. It was nice seeing you enjoying yourself, actually. The morning after that, well, afternoon, since I passed out pretty hard when I got home, it hit me that you didn't have a reason to help me hide from the cops, or listen to me vent out my problems. I was paranoid you were going to go back on your deal and tell everyone at school after the weekend, but you didn't. It surprised me. I really didn't deserve that. Not after being such an asshole to you. Please, a good majority of what you've done was in retaliation for something that I did to you in the first place. You hardly owe me an apology. Wait, you caused that? How did you... You know what? In the spirit of me feeling like shit, I'll let that slide. Even if I did end up owing my friend a new microwave. But still, no matter how much I bullied you, you still weren't afraid to stay yourself. And there's a lot more than I could say for myself. I guess I never truly quit acting. Not that I'm any good at it anymore. Those two facades I mentioned earlier, no one buys either of them. My parents think I'm a lazy bum who wastes all his free time partying and drinking, and my ex-friends think I'm a dreary recluse who's a complete buzzkill. I think what I hate most about this is that all I have is myself to blame. My friends don't want to hang around someone who keeps blowing off their plans and leaves their messages unread and only talks to them in class. And my parents are irritated by their indecisive son they're spending too much money on. Hell, you're pretty much only here because our grades are dependent on each other. I'm acting broody. I think these Shakesperean tragedies are affecting my brain. Just forget about that stuff and have your break or whatever. I'll try to search for answers in the meantime. You want to listen to music? Sure, go ahead. Play whatever. Music can help me focus, so it might be helpful. Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy to connect to those speakers. Just, yeah, tap that button there. You got it. You listen to this too? This is admittedly one of my favorite songs. What? Hey, what are you... No, I'm not dancing. There's too much to do and... I'm not just being shy. I just think I should keep working. Oh my god, you are such a dork. Nice try. But it's gonna take a bit more than reverse psychology to goad me into dancing like a buffoon. Oh, now you want to order me around, you decide you like the nickname Highness, Fine. I'll share one dance with you, so you'll quit pestering me. Were basic lessons in having rhythm not included in your etiquette on being a royal pain? You dance alright, I suppose, for an amateur. Well, I might have taken a few dance classes in my performing arts years. Maybe learnt a few moves. Like this. That's only the first move you learn in intermediate. Not that big of a deal. Oh. You tried. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice. Careful. Let me show you some basic steps you build off from. We did it! Look at that. And only got a bit distracted. And it's only 10:37 PM. Not bad at all. This was kinda enjoyable, actually. I suppose your impromptu dance party was something I needed. Sorry for freaking out earlier. Just forget whatever I said. I can deal with it. And getting the study guide finished takes a lot of weight off of it. There's really no need to do that. You probably stress over things as it is, and I don't want to add to it. Okay, maybe picking on you in the past used to be part of the stress, but that's why I don't want to use you as a venting outlet now. I just want to try and correct one of my mistakes, okay? You know you don't need to leave immediately, right? I mean, if you want to go home, that's fine, but if you wanted to stay, then I guess I wouldn't kick you out. I don't know. For whatever reason. I was going to order pizza since I haven't had dinner. And I was gonna catch up on some shows. If you wanted to stay for that. Not like a date, come on. Just us hanging out without having an assignment to do or cops to hide from. Yeah, hanging out like friends. That doesn't sound too bad, really. Cool, whatever. Make yourself comfortable and I'll get the pizza ordered. Any topping requests? As you wish, Your Highness.